One of Denver's best-known realtors has been fired by RE/MAX after nearly 50 years with that company. RE/MAX says Denice Reich was removing Black Lives Matter signs from an affluent neighborhood where she sells homes. Reich has been a prominent real estate agent in Denver for decades. She's been with RE/MAX since 1973, specializing in luxury homes. People in the Hilltop area posted in NextDoor about Reich taking Black Lives Matter yard signs. RE/MAX Alliance owner Chad Oxner told me today that the decision to terminate Reich was simple. He told me, quote, "We're not a company that can condone trespassing on people's private property and theft." I asked Reich by phone about the removal of the Black Lives Matter signs and the end of her nearly half-century career with RE/MAX. She said, quote, "You distort the news. I can't talk to people who distort the news." Then she hung up.